How challenging is it for organizations to be able to do patch management, maintain patch management? I mean, what does it look like?
From my experience, it is probably one of the most challenging things to do effectively and efficiently. I think there's two things. One is there's software. There's your operating system, there's third-party applications, there's your line of business applications that all need patching. And then the second thing is the hardware itself. If you have a Dell laptop or a Lenovo desktop, those manufacturers are releasing hardware, firmware to the updates to the firmware that resolve problems. So you've got this mishmash of, I've got to install my Windows updates for security, but I've also got things like Java updates if you've got Java running, or other third-party PDF editors that need to be updated like Adobe. Some of them you can kind of set it and forget it, but there's reasons why you don't want to. I think there's a lot of companies out there that will say that there's an easy button, but when you get down to it, again, from my experience working in a managed services provider, we had to do a lot of scripting. We had to do a lot of testing and a lot of scripting. And that really is only effective when you've got a really nice standardized base of hardware, like you're all 100% Dell shop or 100% HP. If you've got a mixed environment or a bring your own device environment, patch management and vulnerability management is increasingly difficult.
So what happens when you don't do it? What happens when you don't keep up on patch management?
You run the risk of just like in the news with all the Exchange exploits, getting getting hacked and becoming a resource for black hackers to get in and use your systems maliciously. You end up being the victim of a cyber attack by not putting in the right patches.
Do you see this as a gap with the mid-market and enterprise clients that we work with on a daily basis?
It's a challenge for everybody. I mean, asset management, I would say, is the biggest thing. Understanding what is in your fleet to manage is going to be able to tell you what tools, what systems, what processes do I need to put in place to keep them patched and keep them from being vulnerable. But it's a problem from a single person organization all the way up to the biggest shops. It's tough for everybody to do.